Let's now talk about the cornerback and the Sam linebacker. The cornerbacks and the Sam linebacker. We have Clyde on the left. Okay, left cornerback. We have Chris on the right. That's the right cornerback. Sam is the Sam linebacker here. Okay? Folks, your job is man-on-man press coverage. To deny the pass reception, we're going to go man-on-man and press them right on the line of scrimmage. Your job is to shut your man down from receiving a single catch during the game. That is the goal. Okay, it's called pitching a shutout. We don't want your man to catch a single pass. Let's talk about the cornerback first. The cornerback, then we'll get to the Sam linebacker. Okay? Clyde and Chris, your job is to take the man closest to your sideline, okay, and that is the man that is eligible to receive a pass, and he can be a flanker, a split end, slot, wingback, or a tight end. Okay, but you look at your sideline, look in towards the center, the first man you come to, that's your man, okay? So it could be a tight end, again, it could be a wide receiver, a wingback, split end, etc. We're going to employ an inside shade bump and run technique, and we're going to do an inside trail should he get away and go out for a pass. We'll get to that in a second. Our job, folks, is to deny an inside release, no slants. A slanting play is when the receiver just does an inside route like this. Quarterback drops back 2 steps and fires and hits him like that on a quick slant play. Nope, we're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow these quick slants. Okay, we're going to engage them on an inside bump and run technique where you basically engage them in a great degree of physicality and redirect their route outward. If he comes inside, you engage him, push him out. Push him out. If your man blocks you, now here's this is very important. If your man blocks you and it's obviously a running play, then you have to shuck him off and pursue the run. All right, go ahead and release that man. If it's obvious he's blocking because it's a running play, all right, go ahead and release him and pursue the run at that point. All right, very simple. Now, obviously, he could always fake you out, fake like he's blocking you, and then go out for a pass. You got to be aware of that and stay with him. Don't get tricked like that. Don't get faked out. Right? We're defending the pass first and then the run. Pass first and then the run. Now, cornerbacks, if your man goes in motion, all right, you go in motion with him. He is your man. He could come all the way across and you go with him. All right? Now, if your man goes in motion and he's going to block a defensive end, you have to detect this and yell crack, the word crack. That's a crack block. He comes up like this and then cracks down on the defensive end so they can do a sweep. Okay, on the other side, he goes in motion like this. Chris would yell crack, alerting the defensive end that the block is probably going to come in his back here as he goes in, and he has to crash in hard. What you do is replace the defensive end and provide force. All right? So if your man goes in motion, you have to replace the man that he's blocking. Okay, if he does block down on him. You see that? And basically what that means is if he goes in motion, cracks down, Chris, in this case, you would have contain and push the play back in toward the pursuing linebackers and Fred. Over here, Clyde, he goes in motion, cracks down, you replace the defensive end who just got blocked. All right, cornerback on a wingback. When we have a wingback like this, kind of close in on the line of scrimmage, okay, it's very easy for him to block our defensive end. Very easy. And if he does that, and it's going to be a sweep play or whatever play coming in, Clyde, you have to say, my man is now a blocker. I now have to pursue the run, and you're going to replace the defensive end and provide force over here, pushing the play back into the pursuing linebackers and Fred. Okay, so on a wingback, we're going to bracket that guy. The defensive end still is going to crash inside the wingback. Clyde, you're going to replace in case he gets blocked like that, okay? All right, just said that. Let's talk about the Sam linebacker. Sam linebacker is basically a cornerback for the tight end. A cornerback for the tight end. All right? Your job, Mr. Sam linebacker, is to own that guy. Okay, you have to own him. So, if he goes out for a pass, you have to cover him. If he comes out here, you engage him and redirect his route further outward. You definitely do not let him get through the line and block a linebacker. You're going to engage him and, again, redirect him outward. If he becomes a run blocker, you've got to shuck him off and pursue the run. Okay? So do not get scooped out of the C gap right here. This is the C gap. If he wants to block you out and scoop you out, you've got to engage him, and you basically have the C gap plus 3 yards. Okay? C gap plus 3 yards. We'll get to that in a bit. If he drops back to pass block, and Sam linebacker, you see that, you can then blitz and go after the quarterback. Blitz and go after the quarterback. Now, let's talk about the bump and run technique for the corners and the tight ends and the Sam. What do you do here? Well, you're going to take your inside hand to the upper arm. Here's your inside hand to the upper arm of this guy. This is going to be a physical thing here. Outside hand to the outside number. Okay? Inside hand up to the upper arm, then you go to the numbers down below on his jersey. And you're going to redirect his route outside. Okay? Do not let him come inside of you here. You keep your feet in between and you redirect him outside. He does not get free rein to come inside like this. Not going to happen. If he does get away from you, after he does come in here and then bump it out and go out for a pass, you're going to have to go with him. You're going to have to go with him. Oops. Oh, what'd we do? There we go. Okay? You go with him and you run after him basically. And as you're running after him, he's going and you're going. We want you roughly a yard back or so, a yard back to his inside where the QB's over here. The QB's going to have to throw the ball perfect to get him. And once he throws the ball, he's going to turn his head and you're going to see his ear hole right here in his helmet turn. You'll be able to see that ear hole. You then run hard, faster and faster. When his hands go up to catch, you raise your hands and try and bump the ball away. Not trying to necessarily intercept it unless it's an easy thing to do. Okay? Get your hands up and block the ball. Sam, what do? Your 7 technique. You are in the 7 technique, as we've discussed earlier. Again, same thing. Inside hand to his upper arm. Outside hand to his number here. You're going to then redirect him outside, but you got to keep this inside arm free, and you have 3 yards here, so that if he tries to block you, you move your feet and keep to the inside. Keep this inside arm free. You're going to redirect everything outside and deny his inside release. If you need to watch this video again, please do so. We'll see you in part 2.